Hi, friends. Good evening. It's Melissa Ross here, your mindset coach with Rise to Wellness, your children's yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga. Welcome to episode 7 of Mat Chat. Glad that you can all join me this evening. Today, we're going to chat a bit about manifesting. Now, I'll put the caveat on it. I am not the expert in manifesting by any means, but it's something that I work on. I believe that part of manifesting is working on yourself and doing your meditation and doing the inner work to get there and to be able to manifest. So, hi, Robert. Hope you're doing well tonight. So, part of manifesting is doing that inner work, whatever it is for you. For me, it's meditation. And so, while I dabble in manifesting and manifestation, I'm not an expert. So, I'll give you that caveat tonight. Hi, Danielle. I hope you're well tonight. So I'll give you that caveat. I am not an expert in manifestation, but I chose to speak about manifesting tonight because I want to share some experiences with you. Hi, Karen. How are you? I want to share these experiences with you because it's been eye-opening for me. I've been meditating. I've been putting it out there, and it all started for me. I've talked about this book that I'm reading before. Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. And it all started for me, this whole awareness of manifestation over the weekend. When I read something in the book. Now it is a spiritual book. So, I mean, I don't want to make this into a Catholic thing or a churchy thing, because I know some people aren't into that, but I am a spiritual person. So it is a spiritual book, and it talks about how things are not going to create happiness inside of us. Okay. So when we talk about, oh, I'll be happy when this happens, or I'll be happy when I get this money, or I make this money, or when I reach that goal. Okay. All of those things it talks about are not what makes us happy. We have a void inside of us, and none of those things can fill that void. It's up to us to make ourselves happy and to have that mindset, right? And to have gratitude and move into that happiness. But the book talks about putting your trust in God and letting God fill that void. And I don't want to make it a churchy thing. I'm a spiritual person, but what that did for me is opened my eyes to just putting it out there. Okay. So putting my trust out there to someone. It doesn't need to be a God. It just spiritually in the universe, putting my trust out there that it's all going to work out and everything's going to be fine. And that's part of manifesting, right? You're putting it out there and you're manifesting what it is that you're working towards, right? You're manifesting those things in your life that you're working towards. But it takes that inner work, and it takes meditation and letting go of all those limiting beliefs that are inside of you to be able to manifest. So that's really what got my attention, and it got my attention on Friday evening. The kids and I go to the Adoration Chapel at our church Fridays after school from 3 to 4 o'clock, and we just sit in silence for an hour. We read books, we journal. I meditate at the beginning and at the end of the hour. So it came to me there. So I'll say it took me. I wasn't going to speak about manifesting tonight. And I want to tell you why I am speaking about it. Because something happened, manifestation happened to me twice over the weekend. And I didn't think I was going to share this live because in some respects, it's embarrassing to me. It's an embarrassing topic to me, but it's about manifestation. And I think it's really important, especially for those struggling parents out there, struggling to make ends meet financially, with children, with mouths to feed, or anyone just struggling to make ends meet. Okay. So I am in a bit of financial struggle. I'm in a family law matter that's put me very much in debt with legal fees. Okay. Well worth it. I'm protecting my kids. I'm doing what I need to do, but situation is what it is. So when my kids aren't here, I've been really skimping. I've really been saving my pennies. I've been watching what I spend. And like even on groceries, I'm telling you, I'm not starving myself, friends, but I'm really skimping on groceries. And then when I know they're coming, I stock up and I make sure everything's here for them. And I'm doing that skimping when they're not here so that I have the money to spend on them when they're here. And I've been doing that for a while. And I'll tell you, my friends, they were coming back to me Friday at 3 o'clock. And I realized Thursday afternoon that I had booked Christmas pictures for my kids on Sunday. And I had been skimping all week. I knew I had money coming into my bank account on Monday, and my bank account was quite low. And I thought I better check. So I went to the bank and I looked at my accounts, and I thought I have exactly enough money to pay for the Christmas pictures, but that gives me nothing else for the entire weekend. So I need to feed my kids this weekend. I need to be able to take them out if we're out anywhere, put gas in the car, that kind of thing. And I had enough for that, but I didn't have enough to do both. And I really had some guilt about spending that kind of money on Christmas pictures for a while. And I thought about canceling them. Hi, Lisa. Hope you're well tonight. I thought about canceling the Christmas pictures because I thought to myself, people in this situation don't spend this kind of money on Christmas pictures. They skimp. They don't get Christmas pictures. They do their own. And it weighed on me for a while. And I thought, no, I've done these Christmas pictures with my kids forever. I will never get this moment back. I won't get this year back. And it's not going to be this tight forever. So I'm going to find a way to pay for it. And I thought for a minute, well, maybe I'll message the photographer and ask her if I can pay her Monday after the fact. Because I knew there was money coming into my bank account on Monday. So I struggled with that. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to wait and see. So I didn't do anything with the money Thursday. I just thought I'm going to wait and see. And then I was at the Adoration Chapel with my kids Friday, and I was reading that chapter in Matthew Kelly's book. And I thought, okay, and I journaled extensively on it. I meditated on it, and I journaled extensively on it. I thought, okay, I'm going to put it out into the universe. I'm going to open my heart up, and I'm going to just let that be filled and put it out into the universe that this is what I need. And somehow, some way, I'm going to trust. I'm going to put my trust out there in nothing, in spirituality, in the universe. I'm going to put my trust out there, and I'm going to trust that this is going to work out, and I'm going to find a way. Even if last minute, I just have to ask the photographer to move our date or to pay her a day late the next day. So we're leaving. We left Friday. We came home. We had dinner. So yes, I spent some of that money. We had dinner, and lo and behold, as I'm driving home from dinner, somebody messaged me and asked me if I still had available a picnic table, a children's picnic table. Okay. So it snowed here, friends. Okay. It's very cold here. It's not picnic table weather, but somebody messaged me and asked me if the picnic table that I was selling was still available. So I was like, oh my goodness, there it is. I had literally just left the chapel, just meditated on it, just journaled on it, put it out, put my trust out into the universe. And this lady messaged me to ask me if this picnic table was available. Okay, this was gonna help pay for those photos. So I messaged her back, and I didn't get my hopes up, nothing. And I messaged with her all that evening, and sure enough, yes, she wanted to come and pick up the picnic table. And so she was coming to pick it up the next day. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Hi, Jenna. How are you tonight? So this is blowing my mind, friends, right? Like, I've just manifested. I've put it out into the universe that I'm putting my trust out there that this is going to happen and this is going to get covered. So I contact this woman, and I talk to her, and she agrees that yes, she's going to come the next day and buy the picnic table. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm saved, right? I've got this extra money. I've got the pictures covered. I've got a little spending money for the rest of the weekend. And it was all going to work out. But then once my kids got home, they had decided that they both wanted a play date with some friends. And my son got invited to go rock climbing with a friend on Sunday afternoon. And my daughter she's been begging for weeks to go to Sky Zone with her friend of hers. So more money. Okay. So now I've got pocket change. I've got enough money to buy food for the weekend, and I've got enough money to cover these Christmas photos. But I didn't have money to spend on the play dates. I made the play dates, but I didn't have the money to spend on the play dates. So again, I'm thinking, okay, so maybe I don't pay the photographer the whole amount, what's going on? I literally went to my niece's first birthday party Saturday. I had $17 in my wallet. It was the last money that I had in my wallet. Okay. And I had to stop and get some gluten-free cupcakes. My daughter's gluten-free, Michael's vegan, so I stopped. I bought 3 cupcakes. It cost me $12. Okay, so I spent 12 of my $17 on these 3 cupcakes to bring to the birthday party, so that my daughter and Michael and I would have a dessert to share with everybody. I had $5 left in my wallet. Okay, and I'm thinking, how am I going to pay for these play dates the next day? Because I mean, I literally had enough money to buy the food Friday night, buy what we needed Friday night, and now for these pictures. Okay, so I'm driving to church Saturday evening. We were going to 5 o'clock mass because our pictures were the next morning, and I'm literally thinking in my head the whole way to church, I have $5 left in my wallet, and I'm about to put it in the collection basket at church. But I'm trusting, I'm panicking inside because I don't know how I'm going to pay for these play dates. But I'm trusting that I'm going to put that last $5 from my wallet into the collection bin at church. And I'm trusting that it's all going to work out. And I literally, that's all I could think about on the way to church. And we pull into the church parking lot, and I say to my son, did you put the collection envelope in my purse? Because I'm going to put this $5 in the collection envelope. Yep, I did, Mom. So I lift the flap of my purse just to check that the envelope's in there. And I see this bright pink thing sitting in my purse. And I think to myself, wow, that's interesting. What is that? I forget. I pull it out of my purse, and it is a birthday card that my father gave me that afternoon that I completely forgot about. It's 2 weeks early because he wasn't sure if he was going to see me on my birthday. And I open it up in the church parking lot. I open it up, and it's got a $50 bill in it. Bam, I just paid for my children's activities, their play dates for the next day. Okay? Manifesting, friends. I was so taken aback and so flabbergasted that I told my children that story. And normally I wouldn't talk to them about money and being short of money and what things cost and all that kind of stuff. But I told them that story sitting in the church parking lot before we went into church, because it was manifestation, friends. It was manifesting. It was trusting in the universe. It was meditating. It was journaling on it, praying on it, if you will, if you're a spiritual person. So that's my amazing story, friends. That's what I wanted to share with you. And I normally wouldn't. I don't talk about financial things. I don't put that out there in public about what's going on. I don't talk about personal things like that. But friends, it took me 3 days to get up the courage to really talk about that on this Mat Chat tonight, because I think it's really important. It's an important message to everybody struggling out there, and it doesn't matter what you're struggling with. It doesn't have to be financial things, but even if it is financial things, if it's just you're struggling with a decision that needs to be made or something that needs to move in your life, meditate on it. Do the internal work. Take your trust and place it out in the universe. And you don't have to know who you're placing it with. There doesn't have to be someone, but take your trust and place it in the universe and manifest it. Meditate on it. Clear those limiting beliefs inside your head and do that internal work. And things will start to shift, friends. Things will start to happen. Your manifesting will start to show up. It's true. It works, friends. And I want to encourage you to start doing that inner work. Okay, friends? So I thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this talk on manifesting. Please put #live, #replay in the comments as you're watching so that I know when the best time is to get everybody for Mat Chat. Please do also include in the comments any topics that you want me to cover on Mat Chat. I would be happy to come on and talk to all of you about whatever it is you're struggling with or what you want to hear me talk about. What do you want to chat about on the mat? So please do write #live, #replay in the comments and let me know what topics you want me to cover. I will be back here on my mat Thursday night at 7:40, friends. I look forward to meeting you all there. Again, this is Melissa Ross, your mindset coach with Rise to Wellness. Have a wonderful evening, friends. Take care.